what's up everybody? Welcome back to another NIKKE reaction. Today we have the Sin Editor background music. So, I have been playing the game, as a lot of you know. I have been enjoying it, but I haven't really done too much with the story so far, and Label, while I know the character, I've actually done her story and gotten through her event, but I did not listen with the music on. I've only heard about 5 seconds of this exact song, purely because I checked it on stream once, and I looked at something and left. So I don't really know what the song is. I know what it turns into most likely, but I haven't heard the whole thing. So I am interested in hearing what this actually is and how it evolves. So even though I have heard a little bit of the context here and I do know the character, I want to see what the song choice is and how they develop that alongside her. So I suppose, without further ado, let's go! Oh, okay, so it starts here. All right, this is the part of the song I've heard, but from here on, I'm completely in the dark. Well, at least that gets that out of the way. It's a 3-minute long song, so it makes me wonder if it's not just going to be a loop of this. It's doing something. Ooh, okay. Is that modern talking? Really? In the big 2-6? Loves me a good chiptune. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh. Brilliant. Oh man. That was a great transition. Caught me off guard. Way more than I thought it was going to be doing. While also keeping it very consistent. I mean, it's not doing too much, which is actually kind of nice. You can't help but kind of vibe, you know? It's just so much fun. But like I said, I knew this was gonna be like a bass house song because of the few seconds I'd heard. But all of this isn't at all where I thought they were gonna take it. I love this. It's so good. Not even just the laugh, but like that whole breakdown there on that transition. I can't help but move. That's gotta be it, right? Yeah, it's just gonna fade out. Okay. It's just the looping upload version of it. I wasn't sure if they were gonna do like a whole song that had like an ending and an outro and everything, but apparently not. You know, on the surface, this isn't the energy that you would give a like introvert loner, you know, but at the same time, I'm kind of that person. Like, I wasn't nearly this bad ever, but I was definitely a severe introvert and still am. I don't really leave my house and do much, and I love this genre of music. I wonder if that's why they gave this character this sound. You know, like maybe there's just some correlation between people who are a little bit tistic and don't want to leave their houses because they're afraid of social interaction and liking EDM and bass house. For what reason otherwise, I couldn't tell you. Maybe maybe it's just because it vibrates the brain at the right frequency and it just makes our minds go awooga or something. I don't know. Like, I'm really curious why they chose this specific sound for this character. But again, it's not like I can argue that it doesn't make sense, because I'm kind of also the introvert type, and I'm sure a lot of you are too, and don't prefer to go outside and do this, and I'm sure a lot of you also like this genre, so maybe it's as simple as that. But also, just a lot of fun was had with this theme, and I think the reason that they went as gritty and dirty as they did was probably to lean into that grungy side of her character design and her whole personality a little bit more. Somebody who's not necessarily clean. Let's make their theme very grungy and dirty, a lot of frequencies that are just grinded up against each other, lots of square and sawtooth waves in the oscillation of this track, which is common for this genre, but is also the most aggressive forms of those synth waves and everything. So maybe that's why they just wanted to give something a little bit more dirty and gritty to this character for the sake of who she is and how she lives a life. There's just a little bit of grunge to it, and you can't really fault them for adding that in there. But then also, like, oh man, I still love that transitional spot where it changes the sound of the prior section of the song. It makes it kind of, it like slows it down a little bit. It shifts the rhythm and the approach to that just for a few measures before it like kicks it all back in. That's a great transition. It felt so good. I mean, like, it wasn't anything that like melted your face off, but it did catch you off guard enough that you're like, oh. The laugh is also a really good thing to throw in there as a break so you can get back into the main beat, just having some sort of a separation there. Really well done overall. I really have no complaints about it. It is just a loop. It's simple. That makes sense given what it's for. It is just for a menu at the end of the day, so having something that is like a minute or so, maybe 2 minutes, that loops around, yeah, you know what, that tracks, and I have really no complaints over any of the decisions made on here. Just if anything, it's really interesting going the direction they did with the genre they chose, and I'm really wondering if the point wasn't purely for that, but it also could just straight up be Cosmograph going, you know what I want to do? I want to hire this composer and just let them go to town and do whatever the hell they want to, and whatever they do will probably get greenlit. They trust Cosmo enough at this point, I figure. Maybe that's all it took. Just him going, hey, I've got an idea. I'm gonna hire you. Don't let me down. And that, you know, the rest is history. It's very possible. Great production on it, great mixing. There's no other problems to this song. I'm just mostly interested in the why they decided to go this route. But man, it's a bop, right? Like, this shit just kind of gets you going. Anyone who doesn't bounce to this, I've said this before too, but anyone who doesn't bounce to this sound, like, I don't trust you, you know? This is just something that kind of gets you moving. I don't know anybody who wouldn't be on board with this sound and just kind of be, you know, like, all right, hell yeah, you know, just enough liveliness to it. But also, I don't know if that's entirely relevant to why they picked the song. It didn't really reflect the character in any other way, like emotionally or anything, because if you're trying to do that, a song that would be a little bit more like kind of creepy in tone, something that's a little bit darker, would make more sense, you know, thematically, or something that's leaning more towards this like hopeful, wistful end, where like that's kind of where her story ends. Not gonna spoil anything beyond that, but like there's this, you know, element of hope there. So it's like, okay, that would be the choice to go if you want to reflect the characters specifically. But if you're just kind of going for vibes, this is one hell of a way to go, and I absolutely have no problem just chilling with the song. And now I can finally play the game with this music on for the next, like, what, 3 or 4 days that she's out, and enjoy myself there. I'm free. But I think that's about all I gotta say on this one. I know there wasn't too much to discuss, but there really isn't much to dissect for this one. It's a background theme that doesn't really dig into the character's psyche to any of my knowledge and any of what I experienced in her story, so it's just kind of there. It's a good song. That's all it needs to be. But if you have another song you want me to get to from this event, maybe, because I did play the whole thing muted, so if like there's other good background music, let me know and I will get to those, or anything else from NIKKE, by all means, drop in the comments below and I will do my best as always to get to those. But if you don't want to do any of that, maybe just want to follow me and support me for more stuff coming in the future, you know how to do all that, and I will see all of you in the next video. Goodbye!